All right, welcome to Dutch Fork High School in Irmo, South Carolina. This is Crayton at Dutch Fork Middle.
Battle of the Undefeateds.
That's right. So what'd you find out about Dutch Fork Middle?
Well, some of the rumors that had been going around that they had been crushing people, I'd heard that they won one game 68-8, and the first thing that I heard, which is good, is that that wasn't true. And talked to their head coach as well as their team mom before the game, and I appreciate both of them helping us out with both rosters for them and giving us some info. This is how Dutch Fork has played out this year.
Okay.
They opened with Hand. They won 26-0, not 68-8, as was earlier said. So,
Okay.
then they shut out BC for the second consecutive shutout, 32-0. And then our one common opponent is St. Andrews, at least so far. They defeated St. Andrews 36-8, whereas, as we know, in our first game, we jumped on them 26-0 in the first half and wound up winning that game 26-12.
Yeah.
So our 2-0 record after the Irmo rain out to begin the season in week one, we beat again St. Andrews 26-12, and then we shut out Chapin last week 16-0. So it appears on paper that we've got two teams that have really good defenses, and obviously they're always going to be relatively explosive. They run the same offense that the Dutch Fork High School does. They're the C team. Even though they're the middle school, they identify as Dutch Fork C team, and they are the Silver Foxes. And of course, we have shown at times that we can be, 26 points in one half was amazing. But hopefully we can continue that kind of offensive proficiency tonight against this team. But I think it's going to be a defensive battle more than anything.
Yeah.
I think both teams are extremely well coached.
Yeah.
I think that's a given. And really excited to see how our guys do against not to take anything away from St. Andrews or Chapin, but the real first big test of the year.
Yeah.
This is without question the best team that we played.
Yeah, and they've always been really good. And I remember when we played them with Markel, when Markel was this was the freshman team. So, well, it was most of those kids, I guess. Yeah, I know the freshman team had like some crazy win streak. I would imagine middle school probably similar, because just
I would
dominating year after year.
Sure.
Yeah, when you said 68, I mean, when you have like 8-minute quarters.
Right. It would almost be.
It's like
it would be close to impossible to do that.
It's really hard, and especially since.
It'd be a running clock. So you'd really have to get with it in the second half.
Oh, man, you'd be onside kicking. That would be pretty brutal.
Yeah. So the good news is that all of those were nothing but rumors, as you often hear, and it looks like this is just going to be a heck of a good matchup between two really good middle school programs.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, at least for Dutch Fork, their coach said everybody's good to go. At least all their important skill guys and linemen, and he said no real injury problems. Yeah. And
I don't think we have
same
any.
for us.
Yeah.
So should be full strength against full strength, good against good, and I can't wait to get this thing started. What a great weather in the sense that it's like perfect outside.
Yeah, tons of clouds all day, but it
just
awesome.
feels great.
Upper
it's
60s,
not
lower
hot.
70s.
It's not cold. Yeah. It's just it's good.
Yeah, I was a little worried. I checked the weather though, and it's not even supposed to drop in temperature. It's still going to be upper 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is almost the prelude to fall weather.
Yeah.
Right in that rare 1 week period where we don't have summer.
Yeah.
And it's only near summer.
That's right.
The rest of the year.
That's all right.
Then we have the one cold week in February.
Yeah. Sometimes we get a summer redo in October.
Oh,
November,
sure.
So
that's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Like the 90-degree Halloween we had in the last 5 years or 6 years, which was delightful.
That is tough.
Kids passing out in their Halloween costumes. It's so hot, it's 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Oh, we do have a ton of people going for tape. Maybe it's just style. reinforced ankles and stuff.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Maybe
Is that what they're doing?
They're probably just going to see Beard. Yeah.
Or are they just going to get like Gatorade?
I mean, I think if Asa knew that Beard was over there, he'd probably go over there and just get some tape just for fun. Just
Well, they're
taping up thumbs and stuff.
Huh.
So. Yeah, 2 of our Flora trainers are here. Two of their 3 training staff came from Flora. Paul and Zach. Zach is Beard.
Well, I hope they don't spend too much time getting tape rather than warming up.
Yeah. I know.
Anyway, should be a really good one.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. It's nice to play good competition.
Absolutely, and this is even bigger to me at least than it is for my son and probably for yours too, because Irmo was the other big team that they were really looking forward to playing and having that game weathered out because of the threat of lightning. You know, it's going to be
canceled twice.
It's going to be a big one. What's up, man? Thanks a lot. I got a roster too, so we're good. Yeah, right. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it, man. A couple of the good guys on the staff there that helped us out with some info and rosters heading up top on the press box.
Yeah.
We got a nice little perch here.
Yeah.
I love this.
We're coming to Dutch Fork. I decided to wear my Florida championship ring.
I like that.
Yeah, like Rhodes film.
You've got to get that. You got to get that in front of the camera somehow, man. Let people see this is legit.
I think I've shown it before, but
have you?
Actually, you know what? I used to the Nikons that I use. They're much better than this one than when it first came out.
Right.
I used to have to turn off autofocus because it would lose focus, but now it's really good. So I have autofocus on, but I don't know.
No, if you can get that far away.
Actually, I should probably see what I think it says about the focusing distance.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. Hey, by the way, big compliment to you this past Friday.
Did you watch our pregame show?
Well, I'm just saying that I turned on for as long as I could, and it has. I don't mean our players. How can I be diplomatic? the watch game of the week is it's not exactly the NFL football quality. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the actual what we saw on the TV.
Yeah,
and the actual game that was broadcast over the TV literally looked like, when they show old George Rogers video at Carolina, which was filmed in 79 and 80, running the ball. That's what I think they're using cameras borrowed from or handed down from them.
So they do have
and then you look at your cameras, and it's like it's the best looking video that you can find. And it was ironic that this, the big game of the week was just trash quality.
The quality's not as good.
The quality was awful.
So there's 2 weird things. One is that they use interlaced cameras still. I use. Well, this camera does 4K or actually 8K, but I'll stream in 1080p.
Mm-hmm.
They stream in 1080i, maybe 720i. I'll have to look back at that.
Maybe 360, 360A, maybe.
Yeah, but when you use when you use interlaced cameras, it's reading every other line. And sometimes when you go side to side, you get these like jagged.
Yeah.
This separation. It's really weird.
Let me get on the captains for a second real quick. For Dutch Fork, the team captains are number 16, Banks Head. He's a 7th grader. Number 78, that is Bryson Robinson, a defensive lineman, 8th grader. Number 88 is Lucas Stein. He's an 8th grade tight end. And finally, 99 is Judah Clemens. He's an 8th grade defensive lineman. And a big one at that.
He's a big guy.
That's a big dude. And for us, let's see, we have, I believe it would be.
Wow. I see a 52.
So we've got probably same, Tim Katrakis, same as last week. Do we have 7?
He's on
okay. So Parks Van Vlake, the Cavs quarterback.
32?
And then it's probably going to be, James Hawkins, 32,
Okay.
and then is 23 out there. Brendan Fudger, he was captain last week too.
Yeah, I think that's who is on the right.
Yep. So those are your captains for tonight, and we're probably pretty close to getting this thing going.
Yeah.
Dutch Fork's lining up at their end zone to run through the cheerleaders, and we'll be doing so after the toss. So Dutch Fork, either we won the toss and deferred. I wasn't looking. I was looking at my roster. Or Dutch Fork won the toss and wants the ball. Either way. They'll get the ball first. We'll be kicking off. So Charlie Player will be he'll put the foot to the ball to get things started.
All right. Oh wait, the other thing about Watch Fox, I think they're having problems color balancing between cameras, and so they just set them all to be this warm yellowish tint, and so it adds to that
It was hard to watch.
kind of nostalgia.
I mean, it really does look like video from George Rogers' days when it looks real dark.
Yellowy and then with the interlacing.
Right.
Yeah.
But hey,
it's all right. Maybe
the point of this is your setup's unbelievable.
Well, maybe we look at a budget as
awesome.
big as mine. The $0 budget.
Here comes a phantom player down the sidelines. He might have had to take a bathroom break. I'm not sure, but I noticed. And that's Denzel Castles, who plays a lot. And here come the Silver Foxes, and here come the Cavs. I'm still I have to mention this just to get it out of the way. I'm still a huge proponent for changing middle school games to 10-minute quarters rather than 8. I just think 8 is not enough time to really I think the kids work too hard to only get 8-minute quarters.
Yeah.
I could get that. I could see that for like a 6th grade team, but of course 6th grade athletes can't play football in Columbia, or at least in District 1 and District 2. They might get hurt or something, I guess. Don't get me started.
Yeah, once you get the shorter the
in
quarters
6th grade,
get,
you can run cross country, but I mean, my gosh, man.
But even like think back to our game against Chapin. Once we got up 16-0 with 8-minute quarters, I mean, you should be able to ice the game.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I mean, it doesn't take much. All right, here we go. Charlie Player going to kick it off. He's been doing a great job this year kicking around to the 25. And once again, look at that. It stays in bounds. Oh, if that would have stayed in bounds, we had a chance to cover that up. It would have been our ball. It would have been equivalent to an onside kick.
Yeah.
But as a result, I guess they'll get the ball 1st and 10 at the 35. Same rule as in all other areas of football. Man. Wish we would have gotten down there a little bit quicker. Yeah. We might have had a chance to.
Hey, speaking of which,
that was a live ball.
In the Florida varsity game against Chapin, there was a ball that went out on like 32, 33, or 30. Isn't it supposed to be 5 yards?
You know, I don't know if it just automatically goes to the. You mean it went out? They just moved up to 35, and on the first play. Their quarterback, KJ, passes complete. To number 1, and that was that's KJ Dupree, complete to Nyshawn Palmore, and that's only a gain of 1 yard. So here we go, 2nd down and 10, or 2nd and 9 from the 36 for Dutch Fork. Dupree still going. And he is finally out of bounds, I believe, inside the 5-yard line. Check that, inside the 10.
They're marking him on the 6, is it? Okay. Yeah.
So that was a 48-yard run. 36 to
36 to the 6 is
14 and 46-yard run.
No, plus 14, right? 60?
Yes, you're right. Good math. All right, KJ Dupree under center, and we have jumped and made contact, so that's going to be half distance. It'll be first and goal from the 3 now for Dutch Fork. They're off to a good start, obviously. Snap, handoff to Palmore, and he is going to be hit hard over there by number 12 for us, and of course that's Denzel Castles, but I believe they gave him the pylon.
Yeah, the ball was in his left hand, though. That was not across the line.
So it's 6-0, 6:42. So just a minute and 18 seconds in, and they're going to go for 2. Yep. KJ Dupree looking to pass. It is broken up. It looks like that breakup was by Elijah Hayward. So it's 6-0. Quickly.
Yeah, that was that's what happens.
Very quickly. So the offense needs to respond, and the defense obviously needs to tighten up.
Yeah, I got to remember when I film, I'm going to be a little bit wider, although I'm going to be a little bit wider anyways, just because of how far we are from the field. But I got to make sure Coach Mayo has really good footage. I'm not just filming for the people at home. I'm filming
this is a great to be up this high.
Yeah,
it's really great to be able to evaluate who's.
Yeah, positioning's a lot easier to see here.
Sure is. Oh, that's
nice.
a short kick that's picked up by, I believe that was 24, which would be Cameron Mitchell, if I'm right about that.
May have been 84.
Was it 84?
84, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with apologies, that was Jamison Powers.
Okay.
Good job, Jamison.
Yeah, it looked more like Jamison.
So we have a relatively short field.
That was a really good snag out of the air.
Yeah.
By an up man. Yeah.
First and 10 from our own 45-yard line. And familiar faces lining up. It's going to be Parks Van Vleck, joined by Logan in the backfield. He's going to get the first carry of the game. He is hit by number 11, Jacoby Allen, 8th grade linebacker. And Logan Price gets a gain of 4 yards on that first carry. We'll take that every time. Again, Van Vleck joined by Price. Here goes Logan around the left side. He's going to cross the 50, and he's pushed out of bounds. Probably about a half a yard short of the first down, but a flag flies. And I think they're going to add 15 to that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Personal foul, sure enough, against Dutch Fork. So we are in business. 1st and 10. Ball resting right on the 30-yard line for the Cavs. And Van Blake, again, joined by Logan Price in the backfield. Trips to the right and a single wide receiver to the left. That's McLean Knight on the left. And we're going to pass the ball.
Good block.
That was a good block. And he's complete in the end zone to McLean Knight. And that's going to be a touchdown. What an opening drive for the Cavs. That's exactly what they wanted to do to answer the 3-play drive by Dutch Fork to get on the scoreboard.
I think that was 66 with the block. That was really, really good. It freed him up.
Well, if it was 66, it was Alden Guy. Okay. And
I saved the replay. I'll show the replay in a second.
That was critical.
I need to
not clip on that or block in the back. Yeah,
you got to be patient on that block.
Because how many times do you see a play like that have to come back because of that kind of block? So excellent job. And we're going to go for 2 here. Van Blake hands to Price. He cuts it back in. He's into the end zone. Man, he saw that hole. Usually turns the speed.
The official said no.
He said no?
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, let's see that. You got to see the replay. I think my binoculars are playing tricks on me. Okay. Right. Oh, he did get stonewalled right at the goal line. So my apologies to you watching and to Logan.
Let me show the replay
and to Dutch Fork.
Pass.
I thought he was in the end zone, but we have a tie game, 5:16 remaining here in the first quarter. So we played 2 minutes and 44 seconds and already have 2 touchdowns. So much for this being a defensive struggle, huh? Here we go. Charlie Player kicking off again. This time it will be called on the 27-yard line. That's number 24, and he's gone. Michael Robinson, 7th grade running back.
Oh, there's a flag down.
But a flag down at the 49-yard line, and it is going to be
block in the back.
Dutch Fork faithful not happy with that, but hey, they can see it on the replay.
That's right.
Ooh, that's big. So we've had a lot of excitement. We've had 3 touchdowns. Only 2 have counted, nonetheless. In the first 2 minutes and 59 seconds, we've seen 3 guys cross the goal line. So as it stands with that block in the back, 1st and 10 for the Silver Fox C team at the 41-yard line, their own 41. And defense obviously is going to have to contain KJ Dupree at quarterback. He's back. He looks right, then throws left, and he overshoots his target, who was Zarin Mack, who I'm told is a weapon. And fortunately, he overshot him. He had his man beat. So 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line. That carry was by 24, who returned the kickoff back for the touchdown. Michael Robinson. Charlie Taylor on the tackle there, along with can't make that out. I believe that was Kewan Williams, number 99, but I could be wrong. And again, keeping the ball is their quarterback, KJ Dupree. Charlie Taylor at the bottom of the pile with the tackle, but he was joined by 2 or 3 other guys immediately after hitting him. As it stands, 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line for the Foxes.
Ooh.
The snap is fumbled. Yeah, I think it was covered up by KJ Dupree.
Yeah, he just
Great effort.
reached his arm out and barely got to it.
Great effort trying to get there by Carl Ford. That results in a loss back to their own 46-yard line where they started. So it will be
17.
2nd down and about 17 to go.
Finally some time running off the clock.
Yeah. KJ in the shotgun. Quick pass out to his receiver, Zoran Mack, who makes the catch, but he was tackled right away by Brendan Fudger. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 5 from the 42-yard line. A big play for this defense. I just realized there's no public address here.
Oh, yeah.
There's no public address.
It's really silent without the public. Uh-oh.
And that's Michael Robinson. He's finally pushed down by Brendan Fudger at the end of that run, but it's down to the 21-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Silver Foxes. That's a good hit by Denzel Castles, but a really nice gain, though, for Dutch Fork, and they will have 1st and goal from the 9-yard line with the clock just getting down to 2 minutes in the 1st quarter as they break the huddle. And, I thought maybe Brennan was going to try to jump that route.
Good hit by Brennan, though.
But way to save that. Good hit to save a gain down to about the 1. KJ Dupree kind of put some air under it there, reminiscent not quite as badly as Kai Kroger of the Carolina game on that 2-point conversion, which was like open for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyway. Gamecocks got the win, so it didn't matter. He puts a lot of air under this one, too, and it's called, and they're calling it a touchdown. The pass from Dupree to Mack is complete. What does our replay look like on this one?
Interesting to see if he secured it before.
Will Maloney was on the coverage. Here we go. It looks like he did have it. I think it's a good call. So 1:41 remaining here in the 1st quarter, and Dutch Fork will go for 2.
That's it.
I guess you can't run it back for 2, huh?
No.
In middle school, because that was quite an opportunity there for Brendan Fudger to get us 2 points, but that's not the way it works.
Good start to the game by Brennan.
There was a good rush off the edge, though, on that play where the quarterback was hit pretty good by a couple of our guys. Would have been nice to get that 2 points, but those aren't the rules. So, 12-6 is the score. Dutch Fork leads, 1:41 remaining here in the first quarter, and our guys have now given up as many points in the first 6 minutes and 19 seconds as they have in any game all year. So hopefully the defense will tighten up a little bit. I wonder if there's any kind of, because these kids are smart, they know who Dutch Fork is as a varsity program.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any sense of intimidation or nerves or whatever, just based on the fact that, that's Dutch Fork. You would hope not, but they're human beings. They're 7th and 8th graders. Because our defense, I don't think that they're playing with the same abandon that they played with the first couple of games. They seem to be playing a little more tentative. Fudger, by the way, on the kickoff return, out over the 30 to the 33, where the Cavs will be in business 1st and 10. So, hope our offense can come back and answer here, obviously. But
I don't think they're looking at it like, oh, this is the school that's won so many championships.
I don't mind saying this. Watching my own son, he's moving more tentatively as he has in the other 2 games, and I cannot tell you how much I would like to be down on the sideline to let him know that, but that's.
I want to say the Chapin game started a little bit like that. Like, we didn't give up any points, but like by the time we got second, third, fourth quarters, we were in their backfield a lot.
Van Vleek's pass is complete. That's out to nope, that's not McClain.
Jameson.
That was Jameson.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Nice grab there. Or was that was 44, wasn't it?
I thought it was 84.
No? 84. You know, the numbers, and I'm not making an excuse, but our numbers can be tough to pick up.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
6s and 8s and 4s.
Yeah,
and
no, we don't have a 44 out there.
Okay, that's right. You'd be on defense. So anyway, here we go. Logan Price. He is going to be stacked up. He was first hit by number 11, right at the line of scrimmage, Jacoby Allen. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Cavs. Ball on the 35-yard line. And
I'd take my time if I were them.
And the the first quarter will come to an end with your score. The homestanding Silver Foxes of Dutch Fork 12 and our Crayton Cavaliers 6 as we head into the second quarter. 3rd down and 8. The ball will be on our own 35-yard line.
All right. Is next week our bye?
Yes.
I think that's
yes.
right, the first
correct
Wednesday of October. And then after that it goes what?
Southeast, then Hand, and then the playoffs, and then another season in the books. Man.
So two games at Memorial, and that'll be it. So I always like playing at Memorial. I like streaming at Memorial.
Oh, those last two, right? The last two,
easier.
both. Even though Hand, I think, is the home team, but
Yeah.
we'll still be at Memorial. So yeah, that's cool. Good stuff. No more traveling. No more plane rides.
Yeah. No more per diem.
I'm
pretty sure per diem is a PDQ sandwich for these boys.
That's right. I do have a couple of diet drinks being the Pepsi man apparently didn't come today as he was supposed to, and
Yeah.
all the diet drinks they had in the concession stand were hot. And here we go. Van Vleck rolls out, and
Oh, man.
passes right there
It's
to
a flag
McLean
down.
Knight. There was a flag down anyway, but that would have been a first down. We have to make those catches to be successful against a team like Dutch Fork.
Yeah.
What's the call? Looks like they're getting ready to go the other way.
Yeah, no, it's against us.
Oh, it is.
So
Okay.
they're deciding whether to decline or take.
They're declining.
Declining. Yeah, Coach Mayo's going to go for this.
So we have 4th and 8, but from our own 35.
Oh.
And
Some sort of switch in personnel. I guess Parks is going to punt, maybe.
that's what it appears. Yep. Quick punt. And it is caught at the 41-yard line by Tadrick Gibson.
Face mask.
He's brought down by Logan, and I think Parks might have been in on the tackle too, but as you said, flag down right there on the 45-yard line. Yeah, personal foul face mask, so that will give them a 1st and 10 from the 30. Now that is a short field, and our defense really needs to get a stop here.
All right.
Well, must have worked. He brings
Got in on that.
He brings his AAU teammate, the quarterback, number 7, Kareem KJ Dupree, the quarterback. He brings him down after a gain of 5 yard line, after a gain of 5 yards, and it is now 2nd down and 5 from the 25. And shotgun snap. He passes it out in the flat. And Brendan Fudger with the first hit there. That ball was called again by the tailback, Paul Moore. And that's going to be inside the 20, enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 19 for Dutch Fork as they lead 12-6 with 6 minutes and 35 seconds left here.
Timeout Crayton.
And timeout Crayton. So far, no success whatsoever in slowing them down when they have the ball. And
maybe they'll just get tired in the second half.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But
yeah, we need that defensive front to step up.
yeah.
I think I need to fix the coding on my my timeouts, my timeout macro.
Okay.
It's kind of fun to watch, but it takes a little while to remove the little yellow dash. Like, it doesn't take a long time, but like, it should be like I push a button and it goes. But yeah, my coding's not efficient. It works though. So.
All right, here we go. Looks like first, and actually this ball's at about the 18 and a half, first and 10 for Dutch Fork. After the Cavs timeout, the handoff is to number 24, and he is hit by Denzel Castles. Nice tackle by Denzel, but all the way down to the right on the 10-yard line, so it's going to be second down and about 1.5 or 2 for Dutch Fork. And that was Michael Robinson on the carry, and this is Michael Robinson on the carry. Among other Cavs on the tackle, Will Maloney was there at the bottom of the pile. Nice hit there by Will. So now at the 6-yard line, it is first and goal. And another.
It's a equipment timeout. We had a mouthpiece pop out. Send somebody in to replace. And maybe run. Run, dude, run.
He is taking his time.
He really is. Cornerback switching sides.
And KJ is going to keep it all the way down to the 1-yard line. He's hit by a group of Cavs, but the ball is at the 1. It'll be second down, so 3 chances from the 1 for Dutch Fork to get their 3rd touchdown of the game. As the clock nears 5 minutes left in the first half. And that's touchdown, KJ Dupree. So, 5:01 remaining in the first half. 18-6 the score, and Dutch Fork will go for 2.
So we kicked to start, so just need to, score a touchdown on our next drive. Able to even it up after the break.
Robinson in the backfield, joining the quarterback in the shotgun, who is Dupree. And Dupree's going to take off with it himself, and no problem. He scores standing up.
Oh.
And you kind of knew what was coming. And, again,
yeah,
from my eye, it just – you've got to be intense in that situation defensively. You got to be angry. You've got to be – and I just don't see the – it's kind of back on our heels.
Yeah, you got to be wanting to make the play.
You got to want to make the play. You got to want to take somebody's head off, and that is not the way this defense is playing. So 20-6 your score, 5:01 remaining here in the first half at Dutch Fork Stadium.
Wait, what do they call the stadium?
I believe it is either – I think it's Dutch Fork Stadium.
Yeah, like I don't see – I'm looking at softball and baseball.
Yeah,
they don't have
I've
anything
covered
other
like
than
a million
Fork.
games here, and when I had Midlands High School sports and been to probably countless practices here to interview their players. And, I don't think there's a name attached to it. It's just Dutch Fork Stadium. should be Tom Knotts. Tom Knotts Stadium, Tom Knotts everything.
I am certain the day after he retires, it's going to be Tom Knotts Field.
At the very least, it'll be Dutch Fork Stadium at Tom Knotts Field.
Yeah.
I still think they're going to win the 5A state championship.
Yeah, even
I truly, really believe that.
I mean, they've had a really tough.
They've had a tough time. Their starting quarterback went out in the first half of the first game,
and then so they didn't have him for the Spartanburg game.
They didn't have him yet. He's not back yet.
Yeah,
and he comes back this week, from what I understand. And I just feel like as region play starts,
their losses are 3 out-of-state teams, and then
Spartanburg,
and that was pretty close. But yeah, without a quarterback, and that would have been the first game.
Yeah, Spartanburg was 10-6 here, and Dutch Fork was driving to potentially win when they had a turnover that was taken back. So hence the final margin. They lost 17-6, which sounds kind of bad, but they were actually driving to win the game. So, but hey, doesn't mean it's not a win. Ooh, that's an onside kick that was very well executed, even though we came up with it. The Cavs did. And
25.
That was 25. Will Cranford with the covering that up. That would have been devastating.
Yeah. That was
so offense, please bail out this defense that frankly can't stop anybody tonight or today. Can't stop Dutch Fork, at least. Shouldn't say anybody, because Dutch Fork isn't anybody. They're Dutch Fork. But it would be almost essential for us to get in the end zone here. You don't want to go down 14 with, as you said, to Dutch Fork on their field with 2 8-minute quarters in front of you.
Yeah.
Logan Price. Flag down at the line of scrimmage, even though he runs for a good 10 or 11 yards. I believe that tackle was by Tadrick Gibson, number 5. But it was a legal procedure against the Cavs, so that one's coming back. 1st and 15 now from the Cavs on 41-yard line. 4:22 remaining here in the first half. I never really realized it's a little bit hilly here. Look right across the way. There's like a small little mount straight across there with an antenna on the top. Kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of panoramic up here up top.
Yeah. All you see is trees all the way around.
Beautiful trees, yeah. I'm sure when they start to turn, which they haven't yet, it's really beautiful. All right, Logan on the sweep. Ball is loose, and it looks to be, it's going to be Dutch Fork's football at the bottom of that pile. It looks like either 2 or 21, either Brandon Platts, the defensive back, or 21, Mason Stewart, his fellow secondary member. Looks like one of those two got on top of it, but in any event, it's 1st and 10 for the Silver Foxes at the 34-yard line. 3:44 remaining here. Pass is complete from Dupree down to about the 10-yard line. The catch is by number 8, who is Jalen Montgomery. On the D for Crayton, making the tackle was Elijah Hayward. But 1st and 10 now from about the 11. And KJ's going to keep it. He shed one tackle and was finally brought down on the 8-yard line, I believe it is. Yep, right at the 8. That was a gain of 4, so it will be 2nd down and 6 for the Silver Foxes. 2:50 remaining here before the half. They lead 20-6. Dupree passing, caught for the touchdown by number 9, Zoran Mack. And that's going to be a 20-point lead, 26-6, with the 2-point conversion pending. Shotgun snap. We know it's coming. KJ keeps it. He walks into the end zone untouched by anybody. He literally strolled into the end zone around the left side, sauntered in. And just like that, 28-6. Cavs trail, 2:37 remaining here in the first half. And let's call it what it is so far. This has been an incredibly one-sided game.
Yeah. Sorry, more football to go. Ugh. Yeah, somebody needs to just make a play, step up.
And KJ kicking off. He does it all. That's straight out of bounds.
See, so the ball went
So
out
what
on the
happens?
36.
Now we'll have a
5.
perfect example to see how they do it.
It's the 37. Should be 5 yards from there.
So do they go 5+, or do they?
Yeah. So it should be on the 42.
And they do it.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
So if it goes out of bounds before it gets
before
all the
the
way down
30.
to the 35, you add 5 yards to it.
So then that's, I guess, another question. So, but when it goes out at like the 32, 33, 34.
Do you still do it if you're within 5?
5 yards.
I think it should be. That makes sense, but.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully the offense can get this back to a 2-touchdown game. 2:30 and the clock is running. 1st and 10 for the Cavs at the 42-yard line. Parks Van Vleck joined in the backfield by Logan Price. And Logan's going to carry the ball all the way over the 45 out to about the 47, maybe the 48. Nice run. Good push by the offensive line. And officials timeout here. And there's a man down. And that is, I guess it's either Van Mullis or Andrew Beasley. It has a 7 on the end, but he's
it looks like 50.
Is it 57 or? It's tough to see.
I'm really glad it wasn't 52, because my son backs up T.
You're right, right.
We want a long, healthy season for Timothy Koutrakis. We want it for all of the players, but
right,
just
right.
in our household.
Yeah, he's going to be all right.
67.
It is 67. Then that's Van Mullis.
Okay. Yeah,
Looks like an ankle maybe.
Yeah, we don't have a ton of linemen. One of the linebackers.
2:09 remaining. 28-6 our score. Still two timeouts in our pocket in case we might need them if we hit a play to get down in scoring territory. right, Van Vleck joined by Logan Price in the backfield. Hands off to him, and he is thrown down immediately in the backfield by number 52, and that is Dutch Fork's Ethan Mose. And the ball will be spotted at the 43, which is the right around the original line of scrimmage. And
it's a timeout, Crayton?
No, timeout Dutch Fork.
Timeout Dutch Fork.
They're going to try to get it back and get another one. So the ball at the 45, assuming it stays there, which I assume it will be 3rd down and 7 for the Cavs, 3rd and 7. Price in motion. Empty backfield. The pass is out to Price. He catches it, and
whoa. It's a late push.
There's a late push by Dutch Fork, but that does not draw a flag. Dutch Fork calls the timeout after the gain of, 2 or 3, so it's going to be gain of 3, 4th down and 4 from the 48. Do we have a punt Rooski in our playbook here? Something.
That would be kind of nice. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking, we're negative net on the last punt, with the punt and then return.
Well, when the punt only travels like 10 yards in the air, it's hard to,
So it'll be, it looks like,
it is what it is.
Then.
At this point, you might as well.
Yeah.
Because
they'll have
you almost have to.
Oh, there we go. Free play.
There.
Or free first down.
There you go, and that should be enough to get the first down. No, they're calling it against us. They're saying we jumped.
No.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Okay. The white hat called it the wrong way. Wait. No, they are coming back the other way. White hat did call it against Crayton. So now the ball is back to the 42, and it will be 4th down and 10. And again, at this point, you might as well go for it. Rolling right is Van Vleck, and he is going to pass right into the hands.
It's a good pass.
Of Caden Johnson, right in his hands and right out of his hands. So Dutch Fork will now take over with a short field, up 28-6 with 1:29 remaining. And this one is threatening to get simply out of hand. 1st and 10 on the 43, just inside the 43. Now he moves it back, puts a nose on the ball squarely on the 43. So, obviously, with calling those timeouts, Dutch Fork, who still has 1 left, they are trying to win or trying to score on this. There's no doubt about it. And try to go up 34 or more to 6. And now there's another flag. Are we going to be a delay of game here? Or did someone move? Either way, it's 5 yards. 1st and 15 now from the 48.
What? Okay.
All right. Swing past Robinson, who
So it's trying to be a flea flicker.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to look at that. He was hit immediately by Jordan Spinney in the backfield and still tried to pass it, but the swing pass itself, what do you think from the replay?
Yeah, no, it was backwards.
Yeah, it was by a full yard. So
Yeah.
that was completely legal, just an incomplete pass. So here we go, 2nd down and 5. Dupree gets the snap.
That's old. Oh, no call.
And he's still going. I think they missed him stepping out. I'm almost 1,000% sure.
Well,
at about the 28, and
the official on the near side was going to mark him out on the 22.
Yeah, but they're gonna let it go for a touchdown. Let's see what we have here. I would have bet my life that his left foot went out right as we look at the replay, right there.
Yeah,
on the 23.
This official was going to mark him out.
And he was about to mark him out, then he backed off. So, interesting. So going for 2, 107 remaining here in the first half, 34-6 the score. Dupree, who has literally done whatever he has wanted, once again gets in the end zone on the 2-point conversion without being touched. Again. And that's effort. Yeah. I'm sorry. It isn't like they're running some sort of amazing scheme that has us befuddled. He's taken the snap, and we're not defeating blocks or trying too hard to defeat blocks. And so he's sauntering into the end zone at his own pace. And as a result, Dutch Fork is embarrassing Crayton 36-6 with 107 remaining here in the first half. Talent is one thing. Effort can be controlled by yourself. How hard you play is up to you. And not seeing our defense offer any resistance to him on the third consecutive 3-point or 2-point conversion is disheartening.
Yeah. A couple ago, it was up the middle, but then the last 2 were the exact same play.
Yep. And he literally kind of half speed.
Yeah.
Kind of. So, onside kick.
Yeah.
Is or the whatever you want to call it, squib, whatever the deal is. It looked like number 9, Nelson Watts, although the 8 and the 9 are so close.
Yeah, they are. Who's number 8?
Number 8 is Josiah Perry. So it's either just Nelson Watts. Number 9, bottom line is it is 106 remaining here in the first half.
Nelson's white.
Right. Yeah. Makes it an easy call there.
For sure. Yeah.
And 1st and 10 for the 42. 30 points is the lead by the Silver Foxes. Van Blake takes the handoff. Price, or hands it to Price, takes a snap, and he's pushing hard and fighting hard, but gets just over the 46-yard line. We're inside of 1 minute with the clock running at 50 seconds. That's going to be a nice gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd down from our own 46 and 6 yards to go. And again, the handoff to Price, who's stacked up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 Silver Foxes inside of inside of 15 seconds now, and that's going to be it for the first half, I'm pretty sure. So your score of the half, it's a 30-point deficit, 36-6 your lead by the Silver Foxes of Dutch Fork over the Crayton Cavaliers. Well, I'm going to go get us something cold to drink because we need it.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, we'll be back in a few. All right, we're about to get going. Let me hit record there. Don't have Rich back up with me, so you'll have just my talents on the microphone. All right, so it is 36-6 at the half. We're gonna need some people to step up on Crayton. This is squibbed much further than the others. Chance to return. And surrounded by multiple Dutch fork players. And I forgot to advance. Oops. Advance the quarter. All right, 1st and 10 for Crayton. And I don't know if Dutch fork has had. Well, I guess the safeties are creeping up now. It's like two safeties were positioned really deep. Swing pass, down, and it's going to be a loss on the play. Jeez, loss of 10 on the swing pass. So 2nd and 20. Did I get that right? Enter. 2nd and 20 coming up. Let's see. It looked like Van was still on the bench during halftime. Just taking a peek to see who's in on the line right now. Hand off. Did not get the corner, so it's still going to be, may have gotten a yard or two. But it will be 3rd and long coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like 3rd and 16.
Running clock?
Right. Is it?
I would hope so.
30 points at the half, probably. Oh,
Nice
there we
play.
go.
There you go.
Good completion.
I think it's going to be short.
No,
Nope, they're going to give it. They got a 1st down, which is good.
17-yard completion.
So 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Swing pass complete from Van Blake.
Gain of
That was a completion to Cam Mitchell. 2nd and 9 from the 26. Well, on the bright side, man, it feels great out here.
It's a really nice night to be outside.
I'm seeing long sleeves for the first time of the year.
Yeah.
Van Blake rolling out.
Cool. Huh. I mean, it's out of the pocket. Is that a flag down there?
And they are the white hat is going to call. I guess he's calling intentional grounding.
Huh. So it's down and distance.
So it's going to be 3rd and call it 20, right?
Yeah.
I believe it's right at 20.
All right. Converted on 3rd and 16. Now we've got to convert on 3rd and 20.
Van Blake.
Oh, that's
pass incomplete.
that one.
And it's not a running clock. So.
Oh, ball down.
But he picks it up and finally pushed out of bounds on the 25-yard line by the punter, Parks Van Blake.
Flag down around the 37. Oh, another flag down at the 40. Blocks in the back, I guess. Oh, is that the chop block? 15-yard penalty. Was it illegal crackback block? Did you have that on return? Wait,
Yeah, it could. Sure. Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
So somebody set up and you hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
In any event, 1st and 10. And Dutch Fork at their own 45-yard line. And I think KJ Dupree's night is over at halftime as he led his team to 36 first-half points for Dutch Fork. The quarterback now for the Silver Foxes is going to be number 16, and that's Banks Head. He's a 7th grader. They get 5 of it back right away. So now we're at 1st and 5 at midfield.
It's almost a dilemma of where to spot it, since kept trying to go forward but went backwards. But loss of 5 on that.
And that was Willie Reddick, number 31, with a good effort there. At this point, I'm looking for effort from my kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See who wants to play, see who doesn't. Because in the first half, we had a bunch of guys that didn't want to play. Didn't want to play hard. And that was a sweep around the right side. And that pursuit was by Brandon Fudger, who did show a lot of effort there. And he brings down Paul Moore, the starting tailback, who's still in the game. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 from their own 48 for Dutch Fork.
Oh,
he moved. Left tackle moves for Dutch Fork, so that'll cost him 5 more. Well, after opening this thing up, I by expressing that I thought that the quarters were 2 minutes too short. Now I'm of the mindset they're 2 minutes too long.
Yeah,
They
we
should
need
be
6
6
minute
minutes, and the clock should never stop. And that right there is why. Number 11 for Dutch Fork goes right up the middle of our defense. And that is Jacoby Allen, who is listed as a linebacker. And I don't really think it matters who they run right now.
Is Freight Train a position? Because he looked like one.
Yeah. Well, he's also running through a bed of flowers.
Yeah.
So. I was going to say, the guard pulled the guard pulled like 2 counts before the snap.
Yeah, it's like watching out of the corner of my eye. I was like, did the center just double clutch? But no, it's the guard next to him.
Well, there's a lot of guys on the field for Dutch Fork, as it should be, that have very, very clean uniforms that didn't play in the first half. So they're going to, obviously give some kids a chance to play when you're up 30 at the half. Why not? And yeah, I'm looking out there, and their linemen, this is a different group playing for Dutch Fork, showing a little mercy. He left. He left, yep. That's a legal motion on 67. False start, whatever they call it these days.
First and 20, huh?
First and 20 with .120 left in the third quarter. Crawl forward at the bottom of the pile there. Second down and about 17 or 18, somewhere like that. Number 16 is going to air it out and intercepted by Brennan Fudger. If he gets a block, if they don't throw a flag there, I think there was a push in the back, but he's still going. That's great stuff. He brings it back all the way.
Yeah, Brennan's the one name that we've said more
over
than
and
any
over.
Other in positive lights.
Yes.
So
that was Banks had throwing the interception, and Fudger brought it back, 40 yards or so, as the Cavs now have a 1st and 10 on the 28 of Dutch Fork with the clock running. I don't think there's going to be a play here at the end of the third quarter. They've got 10 seconds to snap it. Now they hurry up to the line after slow jogging it, and they do want to get a playoff. They do, and they hand it to the tailback Cam Mitchell, and Cameron Mitchell gets
about 3 yards.
Gets 2 or 3 yards, and that will be the end of the third quarter. The score the same as it was at the half, 36-6.
All right, we will be right back. All right.
All right, back.
Fourth quarter.
1 quarter left to play. Van Blake rolls right, lets it go, and into the end zone. Intended for, is that number 9, Nelson Watts? Those numbers are so hard to pick up. Incomplete. So we'll be 3rd down and about 7 from the 25-yard line for the Cavs. Trips to the right. McLean on the left, and Parks is going to keep it up the middle, and he lost. I thought it was the ball at first, but his helmet was popped off by the hit. Now, do you have to come out? I guess you do. I didn't know you had to come out of the game if it was popped, if it came off because of a hit. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
They didn't throw a flag, so.
Right, I guess so in that case.
Wait, who's – is Matt Creech going to come in? Or are they going to go like Wildcat? Or, no, I guess that's Riggs' 3, right?
Yeah, that catch may have been by Josiah Perry.
Huh?
I don't know. When we mixed 8-9 up,
yeah,
that could have been either one.
Ooh,
oh, nice. Right. Nice. Or did we move? I shouldn't say nice before I see the call. And that is, that's on us. Riggs Scott, though, is the quarterback.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm messing it down. So it's 4th and 7-ish.
Riggs, and it's picked off, and he's going to be gone. And that's going to be Palmore, number 1. Nishan Palmore for the about 80-yard return, something like that. I guess we can see exactly on the replay here, but yep.
No, it's slightly behind it now. There we go.
It was picked, right at the 20. 80-yard return for a touchdown. So it's now 42-6. And And similar to the 2-point conversion runs by QB1, KJ Dupree, number 16, Banks Head. He was at least met with a little resistance at the goal line, whereas KJ just walked into the goal line and did whatever he did without anybody getting anywhere close to him or acting like they wanted to be anywhere close to him. In any event, it is 44-6, 6:21 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
The quality of the stream looks good, though.
Stream, yeah. Stream looks fantastic. And so does Dutch Fort.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the
We got to.
There's one other entity that looks like they don't want to be here, sadly. Again, going back to effort, just calling it certainly the way I see it. I know in this day and age of, what I at least consider an incredibly soft culture that we believe in. Some other people may not feel the same way, but as far as I'm concerned, the one thing that you can do is play your butt off and give effort. And if that was the best effort that we could give on the defensive side of the ball, and I'll be the first to say, starting with just across the board, then there's some real problems.
Yeah.
It's one thing. I mean, they're a pretty good team, and their quarterback's a pretty good player. But when he walks into the end zone, doesn't even have to run hard, then the problem isn't the quarterback. The problem is the defense.
Yeah, especially the defensive front did not play today like they played against Chapin.
And our linebackers certainly were playing. I'm not sure anybody wanted to have any contact today. Maybe we should have played with flags. Maybe they would have had – they were in a flag kind of mood maybe tonight. But the sooner this is over, the better.
Loss of 4.
All right, Van Blake is going to keep it. And it's going to be brought down by number 26. Another flag on the play. That was Aaron Spratley with a tackle. Golly, man.
Oh.
This is tough.
Hold makes it second and – wait, what? They automatically accepted that?
It's be about a second and 24 maybe. Maybe 25, 24.
Yeah.
Who's counting after 20, right? Ball spotted at our own 7, and we have to get to the 31. So, yeah, 24. As David Lee Roth famously said, the clock must be slow. It feels like it, doesn't it?
Wait, when did David Lee Roth say that?
Right at the beginning of Hop for Teacher.
Oh,
he goes, man, the clock must be slow. Van Blake with a nice run out over the 25. Still not going to be enough for a first down, though, but close. It'll be third and manageable, hopefully. You remember that? He said, oh, man, the clock must be slow. I don't feel tardy. It's off the 1984 album.
Yeah. Another song I just can't remember.
What's the teacher going to look like this year? Yeah.
Remember the video?
That was one of the great videos ever.
Oh, yeah. It's back when MTV showed music.
Showed music videos, when bands made music videos.
All right. Under 4 minutes. Let's hopefully get a first down here and then possess the ball the rest of the time. There we go.
Well, I guess to try to find a silver lining, and it's hard, but that was Nas Walker on the carry. Some other guys are getting some time, getting some reps, and, you know. I feel like those guys that we always watch, during college football broadcasts when games get out of hand.
Yeah.
And they're trying so desperately to try to shed, good things on the, hey, but how about their new scoreboard, Oh, my goodness, that cockaboose is unreal, And we're kind of having to do that tonight as we trail 44-6 with a little over 3 minutes left. Nas Walker with a nice run.
There we go.
Over the 40 up to about the 44, so that'll bring up a third down and only about a yard.
No, he's giving him the first.
Yeah, he's giving him the first. I like that. And I think that's the right call.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 from the 44. At this point, I say play a game within a game and say, hey, let's just pretend it's 0 and we need a score to win. Yeah, last to score wins the game. I mean, do something to challenge yourself and to try to glean something positive out of what has been a incredibly lopsided game, both in scoreboard, effort, everything. Because I refuse to believe that Dutch Fork is that much more talented than our team.
No, I mean they just look at, the first.
They don't have what's our guy up at Western Carolina, Townsend.
Markel.
Yeah, they don't have any Markells on this team. I mean, granted, the quarterback is a good player, but he's such a big kid that that's part of it. He's very.
He should be defendable, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a Markel that just. He was not defendable, bottom line. He was so good. And it's more of, I firmly believe it's more of us playing with very little effort. We play like we don't want to hit anybody. And that's what happens when you do that against a really good team. They take you to the woodshed.
Yeah.
1:40 left, 44-6 the score. And that was Samuel Strickland with the carry, right? Is that number 2? It looked like number 2 to me.
And first down?
First down.
Right, so my dad just texted me asking about the Crayton cheerleaders. They're kind of in the shadow, and because, track and how big the stands are, we're kind of far away, so I can't really get a good shot of them.
Yeah. They're over there, though.
Yeah.
They've been
still working.
They've done their job.
No lack of effort on the cheerleading squad.
Go ahead and give that tackle to Mason Kynard, number 61 for Dutch Fork. In case his family or folks are watching, give him credit. Nice tackle behind the line as we are under 40 seconds now. So looks like one more play and this will come to an end. Hopefully somehow, some way, Coach Mayo can turn this into, not necessarily, it'll never be a positive, but turn it into a legitimate learning experience that if you don't bring your A game against good teams that want to play hard, you're going to get humiliated. Because that's really what's happened. Is that Riggs or is that
Parks?
Parks. That's Parks running inside the 40. And that is going to put a lid on it. So your final score here. Now we came in as a battle of undefeated. Now it's a 4-0 Dutch Fork middle school team or Dutch Fork high school C team, however you want to. Whatever you want to call them, they're 4-0, and our Crayton Cavs are now 2-1 after that 44-6 loss.
Yeah. All right. So no game next Wednesday, and then week after will be Southeast at Memorial. This week. Who are we playing? Who's Fuller playing? Fuller's playing Westwood. I guess I need to figure out if I'm going to JV tomorrow. But we'll have.
Is the Westwood game in Memorial?
Yeah. So we're hosting Westwood and Memorial.
You're talking about varsity, right?
Varsity.
So JV will be out there.
JV's at Westwood, tomorrow night. it depends on what I have going on at work. I
Gotcha.
might be able to make that trip. All right.
Well, how do we is there any kind of bow we can put on this that doesn't smell bad?
Let's see. We could watch whatever replay I saved last. I don't know what this is. It's a shame that it's. I think I saved something that wasn't the touchdown. That was some completion. Oh, that was the completion we were talking about.
There
right?
you go.
Yeah. All right.
That was
good. Yeah,
that was cool.
Positive play.
Well, again, hopefully the kids, if nothing else, learn that, when you play a team that plays hard and is talented, if you don't bring your A-plus game effort-wise, no matter how talented you are or are not, you're going to get your butt handed to you, and that's exactly what happened here.
Yeah, Crayton's better than losing 44-6.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Yeah.
I mean, Hand, who is, well, I don't want to say, I haven't seen Hand.
But they're struggling.
They're struggling, and Dutch Fort beat them 26-0.
Yeah.
And this crew, we gave up 26 in the first, quarter?
Yeah.
Half, whatever.
All right. So,
hey, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining me.
It's a beautiful night.
Thanks for the Dr. Pepper, too.
You're welcome, sir. The Diet Dr. Pepper wasn't the elixir we needed at the half, but I tried.
All right.
And this would be a cool place to play, Yeah. This is a nice setting.
Yep.
I like the fact that the stands are. Wonder why more stands aren't this high in Columbia.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess because they don't feel like they'd fill them.
Yeah, Memorial. I guess. Memorial has space issues. But the other ones, actually, R&E, not R&E.
Spring Valley?
LR.
LR is? I haven't been out there in so long. I wouldn't know.
Away stands aren't as big as this, but I'm trying to remember how, because I feel like they're bigger than here, or it might just be because they have a track around their field. It feels bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the stadiums that don't have tracks or get closer.
Right, right. All right, man.
All right,
well,
thanks.
it was a pleasure as always, and hopefully these boys will learn from this game.
Running hills tomorrow
and come back. I'll tell you what, they better be glad I'm not their head coach. Right. There would be 2 weeks of torment. I can tell you that.
All right.
But anyway, all right.
All right. Thanks.
We'll get them next time. Who do we have next? Southeast.
Southeast.
Yeah, Southeast. Yeah. We'll get them.
All right. All right. Bye.